Good morning, students. I am Shailendra Chaurasia, PGT Economics, Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. Today, we are going to discuss the next part of the infrastructure chapter from the Indian Economic Development Class 12. Okay. In the previous chapter, we have done what is infrastructure, relevance of infrastructure, the state of infrastructure in India. Okay. In today's class, we have to discuss the energy. Okay. Energy. What is energy? Then energy is the most important components of economic infrastructure. We have already discussed about the economic infrastructure as well as the social infrastructure. This is the part of infrastructure of the economic field. Okay. Okay. It is the basic requirement of all production activity across all the sectors of an economy. We know that without the sufficient and proper availability of the energy, we cannot run any industry, any factory, okay, or any the economic activity or any type of activity in the service sector as well as the agriculture sector. Okay. Okay. So of course, it is essential for industries, and now it is used on a large scale in agriculture related areas like production and transportation of fertilizers, pesticides, and farm equipments. Okay, it is also required in houses for cooking, household lighting, and heating. ठीक है इसके अलावा in industrial sector it is required to operate machines, factories, etc. And in service sector it is another requirement to make the services easy and connect to other sectors of economy. Okay, that is the requirement and importance of energy. Okay, point is the source of energy. Now we have to discuss about the sources of energy. Okay, there are so many sources, but for the sake of simplicity, we have classified it into two sources. Okay, first is the conventional source and the second one is the non-conventional sources of energy. Okay, all the traditional sources of energy are included in the conventional sources. Okay, these are the traditional sources of energy in which we further classified it into commercial and non-commercial sources of energy. Okay, commercial sources of energy, it means the energy sources which are used in the industries, agriculture sector, service sector, and most of the commercial sector of the country. But non-commercial sources of energy are generally used for the fulfillment of the requirement in the consumption sector or in consumption purpose especially. Okay, it means to make the food, okay, and some other requirement. Okay, in the commercial sources of energy, we include the coal, petroleum, electricity, okay, and some other sources, hydel source. Okay, the next one, non-commercial, in which we include firewood, straw, dried dung. Okay, in the rural areas, dried dung, firewood are used to. Okay, and the next one is the non-conventional sources of energy. It means these are the renewable sources of energy. Renewable sources of energy, it means these sources of energy will not exhaust at all, but the conventional sources of energy will completely exhaust in the future. Okay, that is why in the present scenario, non-conventional sources of energy has been very important for our country as well as the world. Okay, the first is the bioenergy. The next one is solar energy. We know. Uh, next one is the wind energy, tidal energy, and energy from urban waste. This is the newest form of the non-conventional energy. Okay. We have to focus on the consumption pattern of commercial energy. Okay, consumption pattern. It means different sectors of the economy. What is the consumption pattern of the energy? Okay, so first is the commercial sector in which 74% in which 74% of energy are consumed, but in non-commercial sector of the economy only 26% of the energy are consumed. Okay. In the commercial we include coal, oil, natural gas, hydro energy, etc. Okay. The in the commercial sector, coal has the largest proportion, that is the 54%. Clear? Coal has the largest proportion, that is the 54%. The next one is the oil sector. Oil having 32% part in the commercial energy. Okay, this is having second position in the country. After that, the natural gas having 10% of the total consumption and having third rank. After that, hydro energy. Okay, having 2% part. Okay, in the non-commercial sources of energy, we have already discussed that the firewood, cow dung, agriculture waste are included. Okay, the next one we have to discuss in sectoral share of commercial energy consumption. It means what is the share of commercial energy consumption in different sectors. Okay, different sectors. First, it is the data is given in the percentage. Okay, in 1953-54, household consumption was near about 10%. In the agriculture, the commercial energy consumption was only 1%. It means the lowest part of the commercial energy consumption were related to the agriculture sector. The next one is the industrial sector having 40% part, and the next one is 44% having of the transport sector. It means transport sector uh, had the largest part of the commercial energy consumption in 1953 to 54. Okay, but the next time period, the consumption of household sector has been increased. Agriculture sector is also increased. Industrial sector is also increased, but the transport sector consumption of commercial energy consumption in the transport sector has been decreased, and it is now based on 1970 and 71 of the data, only 28% of part having transport sector. Okay, okay. Next, in 1991, the commercial energy consumption is household is constant, but in agriculture sector it is increased by very handsome percentage, 3 to 8% directly. But in industry it has been decreased 50 to 45%, and in transport sector it has been decreased 28 to 22%. Okay, but in 2014-15 the consumption of commercial energy in household sector is increased in the large amount, large percentage, just double. Okay, and in agriculture sector it has been increased with the more than 100% rate, and the industries around it is constant. Okay, but in the transport sector it is decreased, very much decreased, and 22% too directly it is decreased by the 2%. It means this is the vast changes. This is the vast changes in the commercial energy consumption in the year-wise year, decades by decades. Okay. Next, electricity. Okay, this is the most visible form of energy which is often identified with progress of modern civilization is power, commonly called electricity. Okay, it is a critical component of infrastructure that determines the economic development of a country. The growth rate of demand for power is generally higher than the GDP growth rate. We have to notice this point that the growth rate of demand for power is generally higher than the GDP growth rate. Okay, studies point out that in order to have 8% GDP growth per annum, power supply needs to grow around 12% annually. This is the clear indicator of the importance of electricity in the economy, in an economy in the country. Okay, in India in 2016, thermal sources accounted for 67% of power generation capacity. It in the sources and participation of power generation. Okay, this is the pie chart presenting the different sources of energy, different in which first is the thermal having 67% of power generation capacity. Okay, the next one is the hydro power generation having 13.60% part. After that, nuclear energy having 2.10% part in the total energy generation. And the next one is the new and renewable energy that have already discussed, like biogas, solar energy, windmills, wind energy. All these are this type of new renewable energy having 17.30% participation in the total energy generation in the country. Okay, based on the data of 2016 in India, it is clear indicate that the thermal power having the largest amount of power generation in the country, in which it is basically uh, based on the coal. Okay, the next one we have to focus on the nuclear energy. Okay, this is the emerging source of the energy. Atomic energy is an important source of electric power. It has economic advantages. At present, nuclear energy accounts for only 2% of the total energy consumption. Okay, now on the some challenges of power sector. Okay, there are so many challenges before the power sector. Okay, electricity is generated by various power stations is not consumed entirely but ultimate consumers. Okay, we have to discuss these type of all problems. The first problem is the installed capacity is not sufficient to feed annual economic growth of 7 to 8%. It means whatever installed capacity we have this time is not sufficient on the base of all economic activities in all the sectors in our country. That is why we have to focus, we have to increase our installed capacity. Okay. The next is the underutilization of installed capacity. Okay. This is the important problem, the underutilization of installed capacity. It means the installed capacity that we have in present time, we are not able to use it in its real sense. That is why this problem has been arrived. Because it is based on the plant load factor, and in our country the plant load factor is near about 61.07%. The plant load factor is calculated on the basis of the total capacity utilization is indicated by plant load factor. This is, we can calculate it from the ratio of the electricity generated and the production capacity of the plant. Okay, the ratio is generated of a particular plant, or in our, especially in our country, is only 61.07%. It means capacity is much more than the production in our country. The next one important is the transmission and distribution losses. It means total electricity or whatever electricity is generated in the plant is not completely transmitted or distributed to the consumers. Okay, we have to control it. It is most of the electricity in our country are going to waste around 50% due to the transmission and distribution losses. If we compare it from the other countries, okay, it is very large amount. Okay, and in most of the states in our country we see that it is more than 20%. Okay, that is why we have to increase the efficiency of the electricity generation and transmission and distribution. The next one is the losses of electricity board. We have to focus that most of the electricity boards are in losses in the country. That is why they are not able to provide the more electricity in the different fields of the country. Okay, the next one is the limited role of private sector. Yes, this is the very important thing that we have to focus, that the in power generation sector most of the percentage are come from the public sector, and there is a limited role of the private sector. The next one is the lack of public cooperation. We know that there is a very big problem of the public cooperation in our country. Okay, basically the problem is of the electricity in the different areas. Okay, and there is general public unrest due to high power tariff and prolonged power cuts in different parts of the country. Okay, the next one is the shortage of raw material. Shortage of raw material. It means we do not have sufficient raw material to produce, to generate more and more electricity, more and more power in the country, like coal, petroleum, etc. We have to increase the production of the raw material and required inputs. Okay. The next measures to resolve the problem of power sector. Okay. What measures we have to take to resolve the problem of power sector? First is the increased production capacity. Okay, because there is large demand based on our country's population and economic sector. The next one is improvement in plant load factor. Because we have the capacity to generate more and more power, more and more electricity in the country, but we are not able to generate it because of the various factors. That is why we have to resolve these type of problems and increase and improve the plant load factor. Okay, the next one is the control of transmission and distribution losses. This is the major problem. Okay, because transmission distribution is equally important with the production. Okay, when we control these losses, we can easily provide the electricity in the different and all sector of the economy. The next one is the more public investment and private investment. Yes, it is a necessary condition because to increase the production, to generate more and more electricity, public investment is not sufficient. That is why there is there is a need of private investment in this sector. The next one is the better research and development effort. Yes, technology is more important. That is why research is a compulsory work, compulsory function before the sector. The next one is the technology innovation. Yes, technology is important because with the use of advanced and latest technology, we can decrease the consumption. Okay, like CNG technology. Okay, LED bulb. These are the major changes, major improvement that has been done in the present scenario, and it definitely he has capacity to decrease the consumption of the energy. The next one is use of renewable energy resources. Use of energy, renewable energy resources. Renewable means resources which will not exist in the future. Okay, that is why we have to use more and more the renewable energy resources like biofuels, solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, and some other energy resources. No doubt it is being used in the different sectors of the country. Okay, some of the ports, some of the airports has been made on the basis of the renewable energy resources. Okay, example of save energy, we have already discussed that the LED bulb है ना, and the CFL bulb. Okay, we can easily compare that this is the more efficient than the previous bulb and previous units. Okay, these days LED light emitting diode lamps are promoted throughout the country to save energy. The LED bulb uses 1/10 energy as an incandescent bulb and half as much as CFL to produce the same amount of light. According to the Energy Efficiency Services Limited, the Ujala scheme that aims to replace traditional bus with LED could save 5,905 megawatt in power generation. This translates to an annual saving of rupees 4,000 for an average family due to efficiency gains a lower replacement cost. Okay, it means the technology invention is the very much required. This is all about for today's class. Thank you.